motivated for me because I see how they can talk about this topic naturally. They are very informated about these gyms in these days. Um,
Yes, and you know what? I share your opinion. Yes, I agree with you. It is very motivating to know that students have information about their rights. Sometimes, in my case, for example, I have the prejudice. I think that they don't read, that they don't care about anything. But for me, it is so nice to realize that I was not correct about it. So it's good to know that yes, they care. They do. All right. Thank you very much, Mercedes. All right.
you're welcome.
Thank you. Coral, how are you? Hello, Coral. Yoo-hoo. Can you listen to us? Hello, Coral, can you speak? Can you listen to us?
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello.
Yes, Coral?
Yes. Can you listen?
Yes, I can listen to you.
Yes.
Yes, how are
Okay.
you today?
Fine, thank you. And you?
Excellent. I'm fine. I'm very happy to listen to you again.
Yeah, me too.
All right. So, you know what? We were talking about how different are students now. And well, I had already said that for me it was surprising to know that they really care, that some of them really want to know about their rights. Because Mercedes mentioned that there was a human rights conference at her school in the morning, and that students were really interested about this topic. What do you think about it, Coral? All right. You know what? Today we are going to talk about values and ethics principles. We are going to discuss ethical choices using the real and unreal condition. We are going to use conditional, yes? Try to use these grammar forms so that you can express your ideas. All right?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so here we are. The question that I have for you is, are values practiced nowadays? What do you think?
No, I think they know because the honesty it's absent in in the common life. We have to see many people in the political positions who are not honest, and the respect of, for example, you said me uh, um, a few minutes ago about the situation in your school in the morning. The boys don't respect each other, for example.
Yeah, that's it. That's so depressing sometimes. Oh,
Yes.
okay, Coral, what do you think about it? Maybe Coral is having problems with her microphone. All
I
right,
Hi.
think so.
yeah. Luis, what do you think about it?
Yes, I think that the fathers of the young people have a big responsibility about this topic. For example, my son is 18 years old, and all the time he use the use the cell phone, yeah, phone cell,
Cell phone.
uh, and it's very difficult that he participates with another persons in parties or another friends. This uh, oh, no, and I don't know.
All right, it's okay.
I-
Yeah, thank you. So, you know what? I guess that here we have some vocabulary exponent, for example, openness, trust, honesty, respect, teamwork, and they are some of the core values. They are some of the things that we should promote in our students. And as you said, sometimes we have to do it from our family, but it's so complicated sometimes, isn't it?
Yes, it is. For example, today in the conference, the young men complain about the statistics because they feel discriminated. In they said they are also, how do you say, maltratados,
Maltreated.
not treated, and not are taken into account for the institutions who who made the statistics. They say that.
Okay, they think that it was an omission, or
Yes,
yeah, well, and what do you think about this? What do you think about what they said?
I think so. In some cases, it's in Guerrero is so uh, common to say women who mistreated to the men because they have a new girlfriend, and they don't let them to see their children, for example.
Well, that is a very difficult situation and something so important to work with. So, what do you think about it, Luis?
uh, I think the respect is important in all place. For example, in the work, ¿cómo puedo decir? If, si no estoy de acuerdo con un trabajo,
If I don't agree,
okay, with I I I can't listen at other people because it's that person need respect and I respect too. So it's important to lograr
to get,
objetivos en común.
yes, yes, you're right. Okay, and so whenever we talk about respect, well, Mercedes mentioned something about the women who don't let their parents look at their children. And what do you think about the impact that that decision could have in the family life? Of course, if they are separated, they had already had an impact on their family, and children suffer the separation of the family. But what do you think about the decision of preventing men from sharing, spending time with their children because of that situation? What's your opinion?
Uh, it's very difficult for the children that situation. So the if the children see the parents is cute, no sé si se le diga así discutir,
Argue.
uh, uh, les genera mm,
It,
problemas de,
uh-huh.
o
It
sea,
generates, it generates.
yes, generates conflicts about uh, things. What person have the reason about some problems. Uh, Maybe the father says that the mother is bad, or the mother says that the father is bad. Then the sons eh, están en medio de un problema grande en ese sentido.
Yes, they are in the middle of a problem that was created by anybody else. Yes, all right. Well, thank you very much. So, Coral, what do you think about it?
Can you listen to me? Can you listen
Yes,
to me?
yes, we do.
Yes, I can.
Yes. Ah, okay. I think it's very difficult to talk about it because, well, I haven't been in that situation, but I have a lot of students that have problems like this, and also harder that these kind of problems, no, not only about their parents, about the general family or something like that, no, and it's very important that in that case, like a child, also you have to, well, I suppose, to be concentrated in other things. I don't know, to destroy your mind, also to not to absorb all the bad things about your father's relationships, not your parents' relationships. Um, I don't know. I think so.
All right, thank you very much. So, Emmanuel, welcome. Tell us, what's your opinion about this topic?
Hi, welcome. Can you listen to me?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Well, sorry if I was late because I had some problems with my internet connection, and I don't know. I lost the connection. I was beginning, but I lost the connection. I understand you are talking about the values. Yes,
Yes, we
values
are.
nowadays. Yes.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
Well, I am a teacher, so I have many kinds of students that they have. Um, for instance, I have students who comes from small cities or small towns, and they have. I think they have more respect to us in this case, but I think there are a lot of values, lost values nowadays, probably with related with I don't know, probably the situation that they have a lot of information in another countries. I don't know, many things like that. So they are lost in uh, some values, probably the respect and honesty and things like that. I think that.
Yeah, they are losing the sense for
Yeah.
many. Yes,
Yes.
that's it. And what do you think about? Well, you said something so interesting, Emmanuel. You
Mm-hmm.
talked about the influence
Yes.
of the media,
Mm-hmm.
information about other countries' behavior. So,
Yes.
okay, let's say everybody, what do you think about this?
Mm-hmm. Well, I have some students that they are looking, or they are looking videos from another places. I don't know, like China or whatever, US, for instance, and they see another types of customs. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
So they, yeah, probably they see another types of I don't know,
Like another
about,
kind of behaviors?
yeah, another kind of behaviors. For instance, in US, there are a lot of problems in the schools and violence, things like that. And I was listening this kind of, I don't know, the violence, and they, I don't know, they it's very difficult, but they see another types of customs, like I said.
Yeah, and
Yes.
to observe
Mhm.
overkills in
Yeah.
schools in the United States, it's nowadays common. So it is a sad
Hmm.
situation because they had no security.
Yes. Yes. They have no security in the schools, at the schools, and I don't know. It's very difficult. I
All
agree
right.
with that.
Yes, that's it. And okay, so what do you think, Coral?
Uh, Also, I think that sometimes it's complicated to manage it in school because sometimes the parents think that we have all the responsibility to teach these kind of things, and I think it's part of us, but also the parents have to relate with this, and it's very sad that, to see that sometimes the students even they don't know how to to greeting or something when they come to class. Uh, I don't know to say good afternoon, thank you, things like that. The basic things. It's very sad that the parents they have also lost their values in their own.
You know what? Something that I have observed in my students' parents, because I am working also in two preparatory schools at morning, and I have observed that many of the problems that our students have are also their parents' problems because, well, as you said, they don't know how to greet. So they don't say hello, good morning. And whenever you want to talk to their parents don't do it either. So they say, I came here to talk about my son. And you say, all right, okay, sir, good morning, welcome. So they didn't say good morning to you. And they don't also used to say thank you. And well, the basic things, as you said, the basic, um, I don't know, the basic courtesy manners, politeness.
Yes, they are customs who people learn in home at home.
Yes, that's it. So, but
Teacher,
yes,
uh, I have a question.
yes,
Uh,
tell me, Mercedes.
does openness mean when you respect someone without mind his or her sexual preference or if he or she belong to a minority?
Yeah, it could be openness. Yes, it could be oriented to many topics, as you said, maybe about their sexual preferences, maybe about if they are in a religion or in another, or maybe if they have any political trends. So, yes, it is about the things that people could think, could believe, could do.
Oh, I understand. Thanks, teacher.
Oh, my pleasure. All right. So let's go to the next part of this presentation. Here we are. Here we are, the difference between values and ethics. So could anybody help me reading, please?
Yes, a difference between values and ethics. Values. They are the basic beliefs every individual has a set of values, will never deviate from their values. The values can be said to be the guiding principles in one's life. Uh, can I continue, or someone wants to?
Okay, you tell me who's next.
Coral, please.
All right, thank you.
No, uh, can you listen to me?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Um, Ethnics is guidelines or rules, and mainly based on moral values. Ethics has also been built on totally honesty and compassion. Um,
Compassion. All right. So, for you, what's the difference between ethic and values? So, Emmanuel, what do you think about this?
The difference?
Uh-huh.
I think the values are related in this case in the family, for instance. You have values in your family, and the ethics could be related with your profession. I think so. I think that.
Mhm. Yes,
I
it
think
could
that,
be.
yeah,
All right, thank you.
yeah,
Uh,
no problem.
Coral, what do you think about it?
um, I think that values are based in the um, how can I say it in the temperament of everyone of everybody anybody, and I think ethnics it has to to be with the all the traditions and the customs we have, and I think that is the difference between them.
All right, thank you very much. Luis, what's your opinion about it?
Yes, the values are se crean start in the family with the farm, with the sons, with the parents, and the ethics is the responsibility for to do anything. For example, in my job, I have ethics for to do. Then the values is the respect, honesty. It is the difference for me.
Excellent. Yes, that's it. Well, I understand, in fact, that the values is theory and ethics is practice. How how we go by life doing things, if we do it with values or not, is our personal ethics. And do you consider that the ethics people is managing nowadays is leading us to a good point?
Sorry, I don't understand.
Yeah, so do you think that the way that people is understanding ethics is correct and we are going to have some improvement in society?
No, today people has lost many values. I don't think the values is in the community. I how you said uh, uh, the young people don't have values has to say good morning, good afternoon, or respect each other. The values has lost in part of I think the the technological development because people has uh, now it's involved. It's correct. That's correct para decir que se ha vuelto individualista.
Yeah, it has become.
he has become
Individualist.
individualist, and people don't socialize like time ago. And our parents, I think, teach us at home many things that now you can see in young people.
That's it. All right. So, Coral, what do you think about it? Coral, yoo-hoo.
Can you listen?
Yes, we can listen
Yes?
to you now.
Yeah? Okay. I agree with my partner. I think that we have, and I include myself. Well, we have lost some values because nowadays we don't practice as a society. We don't respect each other, and we don't even know what the values are. And I think it's very complicated to develop the values in a society that also don't have the knowledge um, necessary to maybe to manage them or to practice it.
That's it. Yes, you mentioned something so interesting. Emmanuel, what do you think about it?
About what? Sorry.
Yeah,
The
what do you think about this? What Coral said?
mm, well, I think it's I don't know. It's like a problem that we have nowadays because the ethics are related with our profession in this case, but the values are there. The values we have, the values in our houses and our home. So it's very difficult to separate in some cases the ethics we have and the values we have lost because probably we have a relationship with some person who doesn't have this kind of values, and I don't know, it's very difficult to understand that point of view.
Yeah, that's it. All right, thank you very much. Now let's go
No
to the
problem.
next part. Look at this. So the question is, what would you do if you saw? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, what would you do if you saw a person doing this? So in the first case, in number one, Emmanuel, what would you
Mhm.
do if you saw a person trying to burglar in a house?
Okay, if I would um, see a person in my house using a rubber.
If I
Okay.
saw a person,
Uh-huh. Well, it's very difficult, but at the beginning, probably I try to see if he or he has I don't know a weapon or I don't know in this case a knife or whatever. So probably I try to call to the police, but it's very difficult. And in my house, I have an alarm, and so it's connected directly with the police. So probably I turn on the alarm to try to the robber goes out the house.
that's it, yes. All,
Uh-huh.
all
Uh-huh.
right. And what about you, Mercedes?
Well, I would do a noise, a lot of noise, because to confront a burglar nowadays is too dangerous. And then uh, mm, uh, I would go to 99 and possibly I would go to the I forget how say vecindario,
Neighborhood.
to my neighborhood for calling help.
Okay, yes. All right, thank you. So, Coral, what would you do in this case?
Can you listen to me?
Yes, we do.
Okay. Um, I think it's very difficult because, as my partner said, nowadays it's very dangerous to manage these kind of situations by your own. But I think that it depends that my situation. Maybe I could, I don't know, to call the police if I can, or I don't know, to realize if it that if the person has a gun, in order to do something. I don't know. Really, I can't imagine myself in that situation.
Yes, all right. You know what? My question is this now. Would you have the same response if you saw that the person who is trying to burglar is going to do it in some of your neighbor's house? Would it be different than if you saw that the burglar is in your own house?
Um, well, I think that yes, I could do something. Maybe as I said, I could uh, call the police, and also I could alarm my other neighbor. I don't know, in order to everybody realize about the situation and could help everybody. I think if I could be in that situation, and if one of my neighbors has realized that my house is in that case, maybe they could do the same. So I would like that could happen. I don't know.
All right, yes. Okay, so Luis, what do you think about it? Would it be the same response for a burglar in your house or for a burglar in a neighbor's house?
Yes, I think we need to help each other. We can organize it with the neighbors for example, for the hours to live in or parking the cars. Uh, Another example, in my neighbors have a neighbor alarm, the telephone system for the mm, this case, and when han pasado cosas de estas, then
Yes.
then any person or neighbor uh, can active the alarm, and all neighbors out this out salir de casa, out house, houses to
Get out of
see
their houses.
what happened, and call the police or the ambulance or the firefighter. Uh, I think that
Yeah, right. Thank you very much. Okay, and Emmanuel, what do you think about it? Would it be the same response if you see that the burglar is in another else's house?
No, I don't think. Well, in some cases could be similar. So, like Luis said, probably we have an neighborhood alarm or things like that, and probably we could activate this alarm and just call the police and whatever in the case. it will be the difference between two cases. I think.
All right. Thank you very
Okay.
much.
I
All
can I
right.
can say I
Yes.
can say thing, aunque en español. Eh, no, no, tenemos en mis vecinos, nosotros le decimos los vecinos chismosos,
Yeah.
porque hay una vecina que todo lo ve por su ventana. Entonces, se despierta muy temprano de madrugada, ve quién sale en la madrugada o quién sale en la noche, pero ella lo ve desde su ventana y desde dentro de su casa llama cuando ve algo raro. Otro vecino trabaja en su patio y generalmente cualquier cosa que pasa, él está al pendiente de todos y es el que llega a hacer una llamada o activa las alarmas. O sea, esto puede ser también.
Yes, I guess that it is a sense of community. Emmanuel, yes, we listen to you.
Yes, and in our case, we have a similar situation. We have a whistle, yeah,
Yep.
like a whistle. So if we see some, I don't know, some people who doesn't know, or people with I don't know,
An unknown person.
yeah, unknown person. Yes, we turn on the whistle, and all the neighborhood is communicated.
Yes.
So, and we have a WhatsApp group with kind of situation, and probably we take a picture and send to all the people. So, and to see the person, and probably is visiting someone. But in this case, if we can prevent a person who is not in the neighborhood.
Hey, that's pretty good. And you know
Yeah.
what? You are using technology in
Yes.
service of your security.
Yes.
So that's pretty good. All right.
Yes. Bruce.
Thank you very much. Now, another situation. Here in this image, here, we are showing that violence takes violence itself, because here we see that the father is arguing to the mother is yelling to the boy, and the boy is attacking its toy, because it is something like a response. If you violence generates violence. So what would you do if you saw a person hitting his wife or his son or her husband, her children? I don't know. What would you do, Mercedes?
Well, one time I see a mom hitting his son, and then I said her to if the hitting were you immediately go to the Secretaría de la Mujer, but the child can go to any place. You are who who should protect him, and then what do you do that?
Yeah, that's it. You're right. We are supposed to be protecting children, and we are the ones who are attacking them. So it is ununderstandable. All right. So, Mercedes, who do you want to be the next to talk?
Uh, the image is about someone is being quiet. It's a question, please.
Yeah. All right. And so, do you want to listen to Luis, to Coral, or to Emmanuel?
I understand. Emmanuel, please.
All right.
Yes. About the situation, the
Yes,
parents, the kid.
that's it.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it's very difficult to uh, I don't know, to front this kind of things because well, I remember that I saw a similar situation with a parent and a kid. Well, a father in this case in a kid, and if you try to speak with this kind of people, in some cases they are, well, they are violent. So violent. So in this case they answer with a similar, I don't know, um, situation, and these people say that you are, I don't know, mm, trying to enter to our, I don't know, situation, and it's very difficult.
Yeah,
I think so.
they say that you are trying to enter
Yeah,
their privacy.
your privacy, yes. So it's very difficult, but I don't know. It's situational. Probably if it depends of the situation, but uh, well, another thing that I see here is the child is violent because the family is violent. So it's very difficult.
Yeah, that's it. All right,
Hmm.
Emmanuel, thank you very much for your participation. So, who do you
You're
want
welcome.
to listen next?
I, Luis,
All right, excellent.
the parents are the example for the child. In this time, bueno, in one time, una vez,
Once,
once time,
once.
once, uh, I I was driving with my family, my husband and my son. Another car hizo una mala maniobra,
Aha, drove badly.
yes, and my husband said a bad word,
Your wife.
yes. Then 5 minutes bef- después, before,
After,
after, another car have the same action than the another, and my son repeat the words that my husband says.
that your wife said.
Yes. Then this is this is example for the child repeat that the father says.
Yes, they learn. They are very, really intelligent and they learn whatever we show them. All right. Yes, thank you very much for your example. That was so illustrative. Okay, so finally, let's talk about the respect for our environment. What would you do if you saw a person who is littering in the beach? We are talking concretely to this situation. So, Coral, what would you do?
I think it's very sad to see this kind of things because it has to become a very big problem, and uh, I think uh, it is I don't know what I could do in that case is maybe to try to talk about, well, to talk with this person that is leading, and maybe I could change the way they think, uh, because maybe they are not conscious of the things that they are doing could become to a bigger problem, and maybe um, in the future couldn't see anymore the beach as I remember some years ago. No, nowadays you go, for example, to Acapulco, and the water is very dirty, and the beaches has changed a lot. It's very sad to see how we have pollute our environment with our um, um, uh, with our things.
Yes, that's it. With our actions, we are destroying our environment. You're right. I totally agree with you. All right, so Coral, who do you want to listen to?
Luis?
Yes. Okay. Este, the cultures are different. For example, the Japanese collect the garbage and not leave dirty. It's very interesting that, for example, in football, soccer, the Japanese juntan o recolectan la basura
They collect.
in the stadium, and the stadium eh, queda limpio.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Yeah, the Mexican people, another example, when they go to the movie theater and they finish the movie theater is very sucio,
Yeah,
dirty.
family dirty.
This this is the different culture and different laws in the different countries.
That's it. Yes, you're right. Okay, thank you very much. So, who do you want to listen to, Luis?
Uh, I don't remember the names.
Here we have Mercedes and Emmanuel.
Mercedes.
All right, thank you.
Well, Luis talk about Japanese and he are right. However, Japanese kill whales uh, in 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 times. Uh, it's curious the culture because for one play for one for one hand they care about some things, but another hand they uh, kill animals. It's worry to see many animals are disappearing because of pollution of the men. Uh, it's worry to see uh, rivers, contaminated rivers, and the worst, the people don't like to care about it.
That's it. Yes, you're right. Okay, thank you, Mercedes. So, Emmanuel, yes,
Bueno,
yes, we
Yes,
listen to you.
hola mi amor, ¿cómo estás?
All right, so, Emmanuel, what do you
yes,
think about it?
yes. I think our oceans are very dirty nowadays. So we have, well, not just the oceans. I think we have a very bad, I don't know. We have the treasure and we just throw in the street, and we don't try to clean or just throw the garbage in another place, obviously in a right place. So well, I have read that our oceans are very dirty, and we have a very big uh, garbage or zone of garbage in the, I think it's the Atlantic Ocean. And so the problem is very big because many people depends of the oceans, or in this case the people who is fishing and things like that. So we have to do more respect to our environment. I think that just that.
All right. Yes, you're right. Thank you
Mhm.
very much. Well, you know what? I
Yes.
think that this has been a very interesting topic. And I really thank you for your participation, for your
No,
attention,
thank you.
and for your attendance today. So let's meet next class. See you next class and have
See you
a
next time.
very good night.
You too. See you.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good
Bye.
night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.